Backpay for SSDI beneficiaries. I have got all the important details for the Social Security Disability Insurance benefit SSDI benefits, what you need to know regarding your Backpay benefits for SSDI. Alright guys, so in this rising high inflation, money is the tight thing. That's why people are looking ways to maximize their Social Security Administration benefits in any way, shape or form. And that's why Social Security Administration has got a program in place to provide back pay, or you call it a lump sum checks, to all the SSDI beneficiaries. Now, this program is designed to help out those group of people who have been approved for the disability benefits but not yet received them due to delay in processing. And definitely this lump sum checks can be quite large, even in tens and thousands of dollars, and provide the much needed financial boost for those who need it the most. Today in this video, I'll be going over through all the important details of this program, what you should know to get most out of it, and also I'll be providing you some of the tips and advice how to maximize your disability benefits, and we'll be making sure that you'll be getting most out of your benefits. Now, before we deep dive into the Social Security Administration programs and how they are designed, lump sum payment, or you call it back pay, the Social Security Administration will calculate the back pay amount you're eligible for based on the amount that you have been approved and the amount of the money that you'll be receiving in your benefits, the SSDI benefits during that time. It's no wonder that current Social Security SSDI benefits are kind of lacking, because how the Social Security Administration has designed their cost of living adjustment COLA adjustment mechanism. Typically, they use the figure called CPIW, which is better adopted for the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, whereas most of the SSDI benefits, you know what, they are elderly people and their spending habits are kind of different. Actually, most of the seniors are spending their money on things like housing, Medicare, foods, and other types of things. But while we calculate the cost of living adjustment for all those group of beneficiaries, you know what, they'll be getting less cost of living adjustment, simply how their spending habits are and how the cost of living adjustment mechanism is taking account the parameters to adjust the rate of the inflation. And that's why it's important to analyze how you can maximize your disability benefits and make sure you are getting the most amount of money from the system. Alright guys, so first let's talk about how this program exactly works. So the Social Security Administration will calculate the amount of your back pay amount you're eligible for based on the amount that you are receiving in your SSDI benefits, which have been approved for the amount of the money that you have been receiving in the benefits during this particular time. Now, usually this amount is paid out in a lump sum check, so that's why you'll be getting tens and thousands of dollars in a single one-time check. And first thing, you need to make sure that you're applying for the disability benefits as soon as possible. The sooner you apply, the sooner you can start receiving those benefits, and more potentially you can able to receive the back pay, the one-time lump sum payment. Second most important thing, you should understand your rights, your responsibilities under the law, and it's important to be aware of the rules and regulations that govern disability benefits so that you can make sure that you are getting most of your benefits. Alright guys, now talking about the details of the program, each of them have different set of rules, so let's deep dive into the topics SSDI lump sum checks. Now, the first most important question is, does SSDI actually send out lump sum payments? Some people usually call it back pay. Now here's the thing, the simple answer is yes. SSDI do actually send out lump sum payments, or you call it back pay. In many of the cases, SSDI beneficiaries are eligible for the lump sum checks. However, there are a couple of things you need to understand, couple of things need to fall into place in order to these checks to be actually distributed. Now, when you submit your application for the Social Security disability benefits, that essentially starts the clock on when the back payments could come into the play. And one of the important thing is to note that the Social Security will pay out 12 months worth of the back payments to an SSDI beneficiaries minus 5 months waiting period. So if you have applied for the SSDI benefits, those benefits are delayed more than 5 months, then you could start receiving the up to 12 months of the back payments in that case. Now, it's very important to note that there are few eligibility requirements that need to be met in order for you to receive the lump sum payments. First, you need to have at least 1 month of the disability that falls within the 5 months period prior to your filing date. Second most important thing, you must have become disabled within the past 5 years. And finally, your disability must be still continuing at the time of the back pay payment. So these are three important criteria eligibility criteria. These eligibility requirements you need to meet in order to receive the lump sum payment from SSDI. Now talking about the process, how SSDI will give you the back payments. Firstly, when applying for your SSDI benefits, it usually takes like 5 months to process your application. By law, SSDI benefits have 5 months waiting period, and they will start at the 6th month, the full month after the onset date. So if you are approved and the 5 months waiting period has already passed, then you are good to go. However, currently they are taking about 1 year on an average for SSDI applications to be processed. So you know what, you can leave about 7 months worth of back payments to be distributed. Now the Social Security Administration will pay up to 12 months worth of back payments. So when application is submitted, it usually takes about 17 months for the back payments to be paid out. Now this is due to taking into consideration the 5 months waiting period and then remaining 12 months worth of the back payments which being distributed. The amount of your back payments or lump sum check depends on your monthly benefit multiplied by the number of the months that you are owed for your back payment. Now like I said, the payout of the lump sum check based on the number of months that you are owed back the payments, and the amount of your check will be based on your monthly SSDI check. For example, let's say if your monthly check is $1,000 and you are owed back payments for 12 months, then your lump sum check will be for $12,000, and this can be a life-changing amount of money for some group of people. If your monthly check is higher, let's say it is $1,500, then you'll be going to get even bigger sum. In that case, the check would be for $18,000 for 12 months of benefits and one-time payments. So if you are looking back for your payments from Social Security, you know what, don't expect to get them right away, because you know what, there will be the processing time. Do not expect to receive the nice lump sum check if you do qualify. I'm sure all of you know how difficult it is to apply for the Social Security disability insurance. On an average, it takes up to a year for the application process to be completed, and in some of the cases it can even take longer depending on the location. So you may have heard about the other people waiting up to half a year, or maybe 2 years for their application, SSDI applications to be approved. One of the important questions that I have heard from the community, Social Security will pay out the 5 years worth of back payments, and if you have been disabled for 5 years, then what will happen in that scenario? Well, the answer is no. Social Security can only pay up to 12 months worth of back payments. However, if you applied 12 months ago and then you got approval today, then you can take into the consideration the 5-month waiting period. This means that you'll be only going to receive lump sum payment of 7 months. Now I know definitely this can be a little bit complicated, but I'm right over here to help you in any way, shape or form. So let's say if you are entitled for the 10 months of the past due benefits, then speaking of the back pay, when it comes in, let's say 15 months have been elapsed from the time you became disabled. Basically, that's what SSA calls your onset date, and this is when your claim was finally approved by the Social Security Administration. And by law, the SSDI benefits have like 5 months of waiting period, so you'll have to wait, and after the 5 months waiting period, they will start the 6-month full month benefits after the onset date, and that's when you are entitled for the 10 months of the past due benefits. Now, the most important question is when you'll be going to receive the lump sum check, the back pay. And here is the thing, Social Security typically pays the past due SSDI in a lump sum check within 60 days of the claim of being approved. If lawyers or other professional or advocate is representing you, then in your disability case, SSA will pay their fees out of your back payment as well. In that case, SSA must approve your fee agreement with lawyer or advocate in advance, and the fee is generally capped out at $6,000 or 25% of the back pay, whichever is less. In this case, with the past due benefits totaling up to $12,000, your representative could get up to $3,000 as your fee agreement to the lawyer. You should understand the tax implication, the rules and regulation that comes with the back pay or lump sum payments. You can consult a financial experts to do this for you. If you got any sort of queries, guys, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel, and this is Kedar from How To Guys. See you in the next video.